Hello guys, welcome to the third video under week 4 SQL for data analytics. Let's get into the module 2, and again continue to explore the set theory material. All right, so here in the set theory material, I said we shall look at all of these operations one after the other. Let's perform the operations one after the other. So beginning with the union operator. Okay, the union operator is used to combine table rows from two or more different queries into one result. Below is a Venn diagram that will help you illustrate how the union operator works. So here is table A in green, table B rather in blue. When you take the union of these two tables, it means you're combining both together to form one single big table. All right, so that's union of A and B. Okay, so we can define the union between A and B as A union B, which is a set of all elements that uh, belongs to either A or B. So when union operator is employed, it systematically combines two or more sets together, removing any duplicate of rows or by elimination. However, if you want to keep all rows from both table, that is including duplicates, you can use the all keyword, that is you say union all. We mentioned that in the previous one of the previous videos that I shot. We will see how this works in a bit. So in general, this is how the union syntax is presented. Select the columns of interest from the table of interest. Union, select the columns of interest from table 2. All right. So let's see how to perform that right away. So now we have learned the basics of union operators. Let's see how it works in practice. We can use the union operator to combine information from customer and suppliers tables into a single table. So here is a query. We want to write this query and run. So we want to select the ID, the address, the region, the country, the contact title, and the contact name from the customer table. Then we take the union of that and the same what's it called now, the same columns from the supplier table. So let's just go over to DB browser and begin to type this. So let's select ID, DB browser. We're going to select ID, right, comma. We select the address, comma. We select the region, comma. We select the country, and finally we select, okay, not finally, we select the contact name and contact title. All right, so these are the columns that we will be selecting, and all of these selections will be done from the table called customer, from customer. All right, from the customer table, and then we will select the same columns, right, the same columns from supplier. So I'll just go ahead and copy this query to save time, paste it here, and now I'm selecting from supplier. All right, suppliers. So when you run this query, you would see the output. Okay, so what's happening? No table called customer. Let's see. Customers. Sorry, that was my mistake. It was customers. It's S. So let's run this query again. Now we have what's happening? ID. Okay. Oh, customer ID. Sorry about that. Customer ID. I was supposed to include the word customer ID. Here's my customer ID. And this should also be customer ID. Copy paste customer ID. So let's go ahead and run this query again. All right. So this is the output. We have the customer ID, the address, the region, and country. And then we also have the contact name and the contact title. This is the information of all the customers that are stored in the database. And now let's look at the information of the suppliers. Run this, and then what's the mistake here? Sorry, this should be, let's see, for the suppliers. I think that should be suppliers ID and not customer ID, right? Yeah, we have the supplier ID. So this should be supplier ID. Let's run this query again and hope that it will return an output. Great. So now we have the supplier ID, the address, the region, the country, the contact name and the contact person. Now, when you look at these columns that are displayed for supplier, the suppliers, it has numeric data, text, 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 text. And when we look at the same thing for the customers, we have the first to be okay. The ID is actually not a numeric data. The ID for customer is actually a text data. Let's take the union and see what happens. Let's take the union and see what happens if one of our rules will be broken. All right, let's take the union. Oh, interestingly, it returned okay. Okay, I understand what's happening. So I think let's just go to the customer, I mean the supplier ID, and let's look at the pragma of each of those tables. Pragma table info of the suppliers, pragma table info. I just want to look at the metadata of this table and then the metadata of the customers. So you can see that in this case, for supplier, its data type is integer, right? That is supplier ID. But when we get to for customers, let's see the pragma for customers, and let's run this result, this output. Oh my god, what have I done? So when I run the output, you can see this is text, right? This is text and the rest. So which means that for union, even if they have different data type, the customer ID and the supplier ID has different data types, but we're still able to take the union of both uh, our queries. So let's just go ahead and see where this stops. Okay, can you see that now? So this is the end of the customer ID, and then we have the supplier's information being displayed, under that particular column, and that works fine. Okay, it works fine. All right. So this is us learning about new thing. It's important to take note of this, that even though these two columns have different data type, the union still work. But we're going to look at the intersection. Let's just try the intersection. It's just a very simple thing. Change union to intersect. That's how to use intersection. And let's see if this will return an output. So this is saying that it runs without error, zero returns. So there's no intersection, like no common result that is found between these two tables. Okay, fine. That is a new discovery. All right. So it means that even if the columns have different data types, the union will still work just fine. All right, so that is the union of two, taking the union of two queries, okay? And that is the first example of how to take union of two queries. All right, but at least we have to follow the rule that there are equal number of columns selected, If you have, let's take out one of the columns and see what happens if you don't have equal number of columns selected. I'm going to take out the contact uh, title from the customers table and try to take the union of these two queries, and then we have we have an error. It says select to the left and right of union do not have the same number of result columns. So that is it. So we have to have the same number of result columns. Okay, so that is how to run the union of two sets. So we can actually sort union queries. So what do I mean sorting union queries? We can sort the result of a query by adding the order clause after the last query when specifying column names in the order by clause. You will need to choose from the column names in the first table of the query. Let's give this a try. So here we want to do select city region from customer, where region is equal to North America. Union, select city region from supplier, where region equal to North America. Then we are ordering by city. So you can see the order by comes after the union of the both sets. So it's not done to individual queries. Let's practicalize this to see if we have this input or this output as shown right here. Okay, let's head over to DB browser again. Okay, let's just run this to stop this error from showing. All right, great. I'll do that below this query. So we're selecting city region from customer, city, region from, let's just put that in one straight line, from customer. All right, I think that should be customers. That is the table. Then we also want to take the union of this. No, we are going to add a clause where the region is equal to North North America, and we're taking the union of these with select the city and the region from what table? From the suppliers table, where the region is equal to North America. All right, and then we want to order by, we are ordering by city, order by city. Okay, let's just run this query and see what happens. So this is, what's the error? Where All right, so where error, where region equals okay, so what's issue? Why do we have that error? Where region equals North America. It says near where we have a syntax error. Near where we have a syntax error. Um, where is this? Okay, let's just run just this query first without selecting everything. Okay, it's returned a result. When I run the query for the second one, also it's returned a result. Okay, now I'm trying to combine both again. Let's combine both queries. All right, great. So this is working. This works just fine. I wonder why it didn't work initially. Okay, so now let's add the order by city query, and it works just fine. So I guess that was an error. Maybe I didn't do something well, but this is just work. This works just fine. So this is the union of the two queries. We've taken the union of the first query. Select city from city and region from customers, where region equals North America. We also selected city region for suppliers, where region equals North America, and we ordered by city, and that is our output. So that is how to, order by order your unionized query by a particular column. All right, so there are other queries that you expected to write. Okay, and see how that works. So go ahead and play with this union all clause, and you're supposed to have this expected output, and so on and so forth. So this is where we'll come to an end with the union operator. I hope you understand the union operator and how to actually take the union of two sets in using SQL queries. All right, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.